Hey guys, it's your girl Molly. It is 12:49, April 13th, 2013, and I'm gonna be kind of quiet since everybody's here sleeping. Um, kind of wanted to do a vlog, basically a video review on a video that kind of went viral. It's about the father who got arrested for beating his daughters who were twerking. I guess in church, and it was posted on Facebook. We're just gonna touch subjects on different parts of that. One, was it right? Is it right to beat your kids? Is it right to not beat your kids? And then two, was he right, or did he go too far? Was he pushing the envelope? Or was he dad of the year? I watched another guy's video, his video review, and very, very intelligent guy who spoke about his child and his parenting method. I'll put that link in the description so you guys can go and check him out. First, I want to kind of say that as the parent, choose whatever parenting style works best for you and your kid. If that means to beat them and it works, fine. If that means to put them in timeout until they can't stand it anymore, fine. If that means to take away their cell phone and pick them up from school every day in a beat up 1937 raggedy Volkswagen that creaks from 8 blocks away for 2 weeks straight, and it works, do it. The point is, whatever style that works, is what you go with. I'm not a parent, so I can't really connect on that level. However, do whatever works. The worst thing you can ever do as a parent is to discipline your child when you're angry, because they don't quite understand what it is that they've done wrong and why they should never do it again. But that's one subject. The next topic basically is, was he right? Would he, did he go too far? In my personal opinion, I think he went way too far. Personally, would I beat my kids when I have them? To an extent, yes. If they're 5 years old, they get beat? Probably not. For doing that, and for those who don't know what twerking is, it's a more or less provocative type of dancing that's kind of gone big. I don't twerk, and can't stand it. I don't support twerking at all. If you choose to beat your kid with a extension cord, belt, a switch, a remote control, whatever, that's what you did behind closed doors. There's a reason why the expression behind closed doors exists, which doesn't mean you record it and post it on Facebook, YouTube, WorldStar, or wherever that video was published. It basically means your child does something wrong, and you basically discipline and punish them for it. As far as these young girls go, they look like they're about 15 years old. More than likely, they're not doing it to be disrespectful to the church. They're probably there after service, and they're waiting for somebody, parent, their dad, their grandmother, whoever, to come down before they all left. And being young, being silly, having fun. Someone had a camera, they made a video. They posted it. Was it the brightest thing they could have ever done? No. But at the same time, they're kids. So if you beat them, to make them understand, if you sit them down on the couch and talk to them, make them understand, if you take away their cell phones or whatever, fine. That's what you do as a parent. When you take that moment, the opportunity to copycat off of other videos that have gone viral of fathers and parents basically punishing their kids on camera and posting it. There's the father who shot up his daughter's laptop because she felt like the rules her parents had for her way too strict, and she went on a rant on Facebook. Then there's I believe it was Hispanic, the father who yelled at his daughter. I'm not sure if she's 15 or not, but his daughter, for something that she did, and she was trying to be a gangster, whatever. So those videos are more like it basically showcase what they did to their kids, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, that's the father of the year. I believe this what this father tried to do. What I don't agree with is if you chastise your child, do it as a form of punishment, discipline, and setting boundary standards and teaching them good morals and self-respect, really. But if you take the time out to set up a camera or have someone else record it and then post it, it kind of shows more that you're being at a show than at a parenting. That's where you have to draw the line, so you push the envelope. And I'm all for the fact that he got arrested, because it looked more like he wasn't doing it to teach his children anything. It looked more like he was doing it to get kudos and a pat on the back for a job well done. You can't take away from that. You can't walk away and say, gee, Dad, I shouldn't have done that. You basically, the message you take away from it is, ouch, that hurt. And nothing more than that. So I wouldn't do that. If you choose not to beat your kid for something like that, fine. Because at the end of the day, they are just kids and they don't really understand it. You can teach them that that's not the place you do that. Kids are going to do what they're going to do regardless. Really, to be completely honest, they're just going to do it. Why? Because they see it. This is all in the media. It's all everywhere. Their friends are doing it. So they're going to play around. They're going to do it. They're not going out with thongs on and doing this in church and grinding down the banister. They made a simple video of twerking. Although twerking is not exactly the best dance they could have done, it's not something they should have got beat like that for. The gentleman who I did watch, we'll put his link, like I said, we'll put his link down there. He made a comment about their skin complexion. I'm not entirely sure where he was going with that. However, I do agree with some of the points he's made, that you don't cheer him on as father, saying, you right, you should have beat him. Parents, if you don't beat your kids, don't believe the hype. It's not all about beating your kids. Parents, if you do beat your kids, don't believe the hype that beating kids is the worst thing to do for them. The most important thing you should do as a parent, in my opinion, is never ever lose the meaning while you're doing the beating. Because if you do, you just have a hard time really looking at your kid and realizing that they didn't take away what you were trying to do. They just walked away with this, they're hurt. It's not, they have no understanding of what it is that they've done. You can be on the fence and say, play with fire, you get burned. And you're more or less likely going to play with fire again because what happened you didn't like. So there is a reason why you can beat your kid. It's not saying that everybody in the world should up and jump and beat their kids. If that method does not work for your kid, don't do that. Because then it becomes child abuse. It becomes something, a trend that you're trying to follow, and you lose touch with what it is you're trying to do. Parenting is not about doing what everybody else is doing. Parenting is about making the best decisions as a parent for your child. You're the one that's raising them. Not Facebook, not Twitter, not Instagram, not World Star, not YouTube. You're the parent. Do what you do. Do what was working before any of these fathers made a video. Do what you were doing before you knew how to upload a video on YouTube. Discipline your child in a way that works. What he did is not necessarily what I believe is what works. So hopefully he'll kind of take away from this as his daughters didn't learn anything. They might have been humiliated, but didn't learn anything. But that's basically all I was going to touch base on. I've never really done vlogs like this before, so I might do more in the future, hopefully. But like I said, check me out. Check my page out. I usually do videos in sign language. Give me more topics to kind of touch base on if you liked what I had to talk about in this one. Comment with your opinions and your ideas on what I've said, what you agree with, what you disagree with, and let's keep this thing rolling and move on to a different topic. Alright, good night, y'all.